This is GF Laserbolt from GamerFusion.com, and today I'm gonna tell you guys how to beat the big boss, the main boss from the Prison of Elders number 35. So what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna show you how to do it and how to beat it without a Titan. I know a lot of people are kind of doing it with a Titan, but I'm going to show you guys how we beat it with 2 hunters and 1 warlock. This is actually our first run. We had a couple tries, but there's a lot of tips I want to give you guys for when you guys go ahead and do it. So one of the first tips I want to give you is to make sure that you all exit out together at the same time and turn the corner before he spawns, because what happens is when he spawns, if you guys are still entering the room, he will shoot you and cause damage. So you definitely do not want to get that damage caused when he shoots. As soon as you turn and you had one person go left and another person go right, or 2 people go right, 2 people go left, and 1 goes right. So you can just pick your sides. You're gonna notice this servitor appears. It's kind of like a white ghost type of servitor. What you got to do is kill him. So when you shoot the boss or when you shoot the main guy, you will be able to cause damage. What happens is if you shoot the boss without killing the servitor, you will not be able to cause damage, and you're only going to be able to do like 6% damage only. So if you guys see right there, it says servitor. So that means once you guys kill the servitor, you got 20 seconds to do damage on the boss. Now, after you deal damage to the boss for a long period of time, it's only like about 25% of his health will go down. And as soon as his health goes down to 25%, then you're going to have the problem that the servitors don't spawn anymore, and you're going to have to deal with another set of mechanics. Now, this mechanic is a lot more interesting because it's a little bit, complex, and it requires a lot of teamwork. So definitely keep that in mind. So before you do anything, make sure you double check to make sure that the servitor is down and you guys are doing damage. So what you want to do, what we were doing here, is we made sure everybody was alive before we proceeded to the second stage, because for the second stage you're going to want to make sure everybody's alive. So if someone goes down and you haven't cleared the servitor wave and the servitors are still spawning, or the boss's pretty much the boss's health is still not lower than 25%, then you just want to run around until you're able to pick everybody up, and then have everybody stand up and be ready to fight, because that's going to be a pain to doing the second stage, which is the like one of the hardest stage to do if everybody's down. So you want to make sure when you guys get started, everybody is up and alive. So you see right there, Vita's kind of working his way towards me and running around. So you're going to want to try to avoid the middle area. The middle area is going to be a big problem, because that's where most of the ads are at. So you're going to want to definitely keep track of that and avoid the middle area and stick to the sides. Another thing you want to do is, what we did is we had 1 person shooting the ads. So I was in charge of shooting the ads. Vital and Cat were in charge of dealing damage to the captain. The reason you want to get rid of the ads is because the ads tend to be kind of like a one-shot kill, especially if you're already hit with a Scourge Cannon or something like that. You're definitely going to want to go ahead and get that completed and get that done. So after you do all of that, you're going to have to deal with the second mechanic, which is the Devour. So the Devour is pretty much a timer that shows up on your screen, and you're going to be pretty much voicing like if you were shot with a thorn, and that's going to cause you to, if you don't switch it over, it's kind of like playing tag. If someone doesn't pick up, it's like, when you were picking up the relic in the Crota's End, if you don't switch that back and forth with your teammates, you die. So if you let it run out, you have, I believe it's 40 seconds before you get killed by it. And if you guys definitely do not switch that over within the 40 seconds, then you're going to die. And you got to make sure you switch it over back and forth. So make sure communication is key, especially when you're dropping down to 10%. So right here I'm looking for some ads to kill, as we're waiting for the main boss to show up so we can kill him. And we keep switching back and forth. So what we figured out to work is find a spot where you could be doing the old switcheroo, and then as soon as the captain shows, start hammering him as much as you can. Once you hammer him as much as you can, just repeat and watch, do the same thing over and over. Try to switch between this area and the top area, which is the areas that we found to be a little bit more effective, because you're able to kind of stay in cover and watch yourself. And always make sure someone is shooting the ads. The ads are going to be key to getting that done. So as you progress and keep going, so I'm going to fast forward the video so you guys could see how this ends, so the video won't be long. But I will be uploading a video with the full playthrough of us, doing this whole. It takes like about 15 minutes. It took us about 15 minutes to get it completed. Now, do keep in mind, this is the second platform that I was talking about that you're going to want to move back and forth from the top platform, from the left side platform to the right platform. Across, just keep moving back and forth, circling around. So after you do that, you're gonna have to deal with another mechanic, which is defusing the bombs. What we decided to do is we sent Vital to one of the bombs, and because he's able to go invisible as his hunter, and then we had Cat on another bomb, and then we kind of split up and all met up at the C one, which is the one that spawns right here in the corner, and that one was the one we did. So right here, another thing that I wanted to keep in mind, for example, I died, as you guys noticed, I have self revive, but I'm not using it. That's because we're communicating and saying, okay, don't use the self revive, we'll pick you up. Or in case someone goes down, you're going to need that self-revive so it could pick up the other people. So that's what we're doing. But right here, we dealt the final blow to the boss, and we were able to complete it and get it done and get it accomplished. So it was a really, really interesting mechanics. I liked it. It was raid-ish, kind of, you know, there was a lot of mechanics. You have the mechanic of the servitors, you have the mechanic of the devourer, and you have the mechanic of defusing the bombs. So really, really cool. It's fun when you complete it and you actually do it, you know, the way it's meant to be done. Like really, you know, with playing the objectives and doing, you know, getting pretty much the modifiers and all that stuff within your stuff, and also doing the killing the servitors and getting all that stuff. So I highly recommend you guys try it out like that. I know there's a faster way to do it with the Titan Bubble, but I would, you know, recommend, if you guys already did it with the Titan Bubble, just want to have a nice challenge, to definitely go ahead and give it a try. And of course, once it's completed, you'll be able to go drop down and pick up the chest. Well, I hope this video was helpful and informative, and it was. Make sure you guys leave a comment and a like. And don't forget, guys, for all things Destiny, head over to GamerFusion.com, where we empower your gaming.